What up, everybody in the YTBC? Before I get into the topic of the video, I just want to cover a couple quick things. I am, I got some stuff I got to take care of today. For those reasons, there will not be a video today. That's why I'm doing this live because, like I said before, a live really the only work I got to put into it really is just the time it takes to do the live. Whereas a video, depending on how much editing I do, can take a lot longer. So I have some time right now just to talk a little bit of boxing. So that's what I'm doing. This is the video for today. Also, before I get into the topic of the live today, I just want to say that late night boxing talk ended up getting rescheduled by the Boxing Jedi. He had something come up. So my understanding is that instead of it happening last night at 11 p.m., it's going to happen tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you know what time zones you're in. You go ahead and you do the conversion. What up, JD Boxing and Carlos Mendoza? Thanks for coming in. And if you're viewing, you know, uh, please let yourself be known. Like even if you don't intend on like chatting, what up, Tommy Temper? Just let me know that you're there. But anyways, yeah, the late night boxing talk is tonight at 11 p.m. Got rescheduled because Boxing Jedi apparently had something that came up. I guess he got called into work. So, grown man business. So, of course, things are always subject to change. So, unless he gets called into work or something else comes up, as far as I know, late night boxing talk is happening tonight at 11 p.m. Um, also, I thought that was something else. Anyways, I guess that was it. Let me go ahead and get into the topic here. Uh, I've been noticing some useless reporting recently. And what I mean by useless, what up, boxing algorithm, Buddy Aces, Chen Smoke. Oh, speaking of the man, Boxing Jedi. I just let everybody know that late night boxing talk is on for tonight, 11 p.m. Unless something else comes up, you got responsibilities you got to take care of. So I hope everybody respects that and understands that. Um, oh, I like that JD Boxing, but let me go ahead and talk about like this worthless reporting that I'm seeing. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm still a firm believer that whether it be you, well, since we're on YouTube, your channel, you make the content you want to make. I still firmly so big shout out to Tony's reviews. I just watched a video that he did about article that was really pointless. No problem, Boxing Jedi. So let me go ahead and talk about that one, and then I'll talk about the other thing that I'm seeing, and I'll offer up some solutions. First one's easy. So Tony's reviews did a video talking about some guy who did a article, basically trying to make an argument for who he think is better between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather Jr. First off, like I know it's COVID and there's a lot of stuff that like it's kind of hard to come up with content, but come on, talk about two bucks retired and like this is what you have to resort to. But anyways, what up, Samuel Shaw? Um, I hope you're not scared. Hold on, guys. Bear with me like a minute or two. All right, I'm back, guys. I'm back. My apologies. But basically at the end of this guy's article, he's like, "But I'm not one to argue." So yeah, this is just pointless. Like he's talking first off, he doesn't have to talk about Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. We saw the fight. The fight happened. Everybody has a right to their opinion on, that fight because it didn't end in a knockout. But at the end of the day, don't start don't start a conversation and then be like, well, who am I to argue? Or I'm not one to argue. My apologies. This is a simple solution. If you are going to start a conversation about your opinion, just state your fucking opinion. Just state your opinion. Tell the people why, and you won't look like a dumbass. It's that simple. Um, Hold on. Oh, what up, Angel Santos? All right. Sorry, I was just reading some stuff in the chat. So back to what I was saying, but yeah, it's a simple solution. Just give your opinion. Like if you're, I don't see the point in talking about who's better between two boxers when the fight already happened, especially if you're not going to give your opinion. Like don't start the conversation, and then nullify. You wasted your time. However long it took you to draft this and then edit it, revise it and then upload it. You completely wasted your time. Now the other worthless thing that I'm seeing reported, I'm not saying it shouldn't be reported at all, but I think well, I seen one video in particular that made a much bigger deal out of it than it actually is. All right. I'm not gonna say the name of the channel because I respect the channel, and I don't know if they meant to do this or maybe maybe they don't realize how it comes off. It's also somebody who lives in a completely different country, so maybe uh culturally they just have a different way of thinking. But I saw a what up that guy? I saw a video that said AJ makes history, and he is the first boxer to be featured in EA Sports FIFA in history. I think that's a bit that's like overhyping that. There's a lot in that title that overhypes it. Making history by being the first boxer to be featured in EA Sports FIFA. That is not history, okay? Now let me get a couple things straight here. I am an AJ fan. All right? AJ is my favorite heavyweight currently, okay? I also play video games. Not as much as I used to, but I do occasionally turn on the Xbox. Actually, me and my girlfriend just got a PlayStation 4 Pro. I had a PlayStation 4 before, and then I had more games. But we recently got a PlayStation 4 Pro. So, because she likes Animal Crossing. So, I would say I am somewhat of a gamer. I always have been. But back to what I was saying, like I'm, to an extent, I have some spare time. My girlfriend, well, Sometimes playing video games is spending time with my girlfriend. Sometimes. But, you know, I like to enjoy a video game here and there. So, and I understand video games are very big in pop culture. I get it. However, to say that that is making history and for that to be the content of the video, um, I'm not saying you shouldn't report it at all. I'm saying to say that he made history. I mean, technically, I made history. Xbox 360, there was a boxing game on there. It wasn't a realistic boxing game. It was like not Ready to Rumble, but like that kind of game. I can't remember the name of it, but there was a game on the Xbox 360 that was a boxing game. And this was before the I forget the name of that camera. That camera that Xbox came out with. Xbox had two cameras for the 360. They had the one that they ended up bundling with the Xbox One, like they made like a newer version of it. I can't remember it right, the name of it right now. It escapes me. But a lot of people were saying, "Oh, this is what the government's going to use and stuff." But before they came out with that camera, they had another camera. It was more basic. It was just basically like a webcam. It was not high definition at all. However, that boxing game had the feature to put yours on, on a boxer, and you would be the boxer. It's kind of weird. Like I tried it out, and it was kind of weird to see my face on this body that was nothing like my real life body, and the way it mapped it out, it was weird. Anyways, I don't think this is me. You know, like this is that's right, Tommy. The Kinect. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I don't know why I couldn't remember that it was the Kinect. But anyways, yeah, but before the Kinect was like a basic camera. I don't even think they had a special name for it. It was just a camera you could buy for the Xbox. It connected through the USB port, and it was just a basic camera. Like there was certain games that you could play, like online Uno. And the excuse me, people you were playing Uno with on online Uno with the Xbox 360, they could see you. So that was, and then they discontinued that when they came out with the Kinect. But anyways, the way I would remedy this is, like I said, I don't think this is something that you shouldn't report at all. I just think that there's an appropriate way to do it. Me personally, the way I would do it is, first off, it wouldn't be the title of the video. I wouldn't. If you want to make a video on it on its own, that's fine. I don't really see a problem with that. But just like saying he made history. Like I said, that is my favorite heavyweight right now. It is Anthony Joshua. But come on now, like I'm not gonna make it seem like he really accomplished something. First off, with these video games, if you get put in a video game, I know the thing that I mentioned with the camera is not quite the same, but being put in a video game it's not really an accomplishment per se. It's more of a market marketing thing. You know, Call of Duty for a while has had celebrities do voiceovers and use their likeness in every Call of Duty for like the last 10 years, you know. Um Ice Cube, his voice was used for one of the Call of Duties, you know what I'm saying? Um so this isn't nothing new. And I've always seen it as more of a marketing thing. Like, oh, look, so and so is featured, you know, like you got a rapper who is doing a voiceover in a video game. That's kind of cool. Samuel Jackson has, he's done voiceovers and stuff. So this isn't nothing new. I think it's more of a marketing thing. Like, check out our game. We know you like Samuel Jackson. So play the new GTA. He was in GTA. There was a game called Afro Samurai that he did. He was the voice of the main character. Jack Black has done it. So this is not nothing new. All right. It's so arbitrary to say, oh, the first boxer to be featured in a FIFA game. Um, to me, that's not like real news. You know how I would report it? I would make a video talking about something else. And at the beginning of the video, I would say, oh, this is kind of cool. AJ is being featured in the next FIFA. Shout out to him. Congratulations, Anthony Joshua. But it's not like a real accomplishment. Like, I guess it's an accomplishment in a sense where, you're being used to give the game clout. What up, Troll Network? But it's not like he went and did something, like, yeah, I'm sure he had to go to a studio, put on some motion capture gear, and then, probably spent a day in the studio. To be honest, any of us could do that. Any of us. We wouldn't give the game nearly the popularity. And FIFA's already popular. That's the other thing. They don't even really need to do this. So I'm just saying, like, it's not like he did something like, you know, break some kind of record or something, like, oh, my bad. My phone just went black out of nowhere. But what up, Charles D? So yeah, I just think that it's better to like when you do things like this is the kind of thing that kind of pisses other boxing fans off. Like when you're trying, like we hear a lot of boxers get called hype jobs, and then we're like, they're not a hype job, but in some cases they kind of are. Like you're kind of overhyping this accomplishment, if you can even call it that. It's like I said, like literally you can take the lowest IQ dude in the YTBC and he could literally have no use of his arms and his legs and he could accomplish the same thing. Just as long as EA is willing to put the motion capture on him and spend the time to do the necessary graphics and stuff and get the same thing accomplished. So it's not really an accomplishment, you know. And I know I'm kind of going off on a rant, but I just think that it's kind of being overdone. Um, and this is the kind of behavior that causes some boxing fans to be like, "Oh, AJ's overhyped. They're over there talking about fucking FIFA." So yeah, like accomplishments that I think are more worth putting your energy into is like Manny Pacquiao at the beginning of the year. It was noted that he's I think he's the if I'm not mistaken he's the first boxer to hold a title and within 4 decades. And I'll be honest, that was kind of a stretch, but I can actually understand it though. It actually to me it's irrelevant. But I'm sorry, like AJ being put in FIFA doesn't impress me. What impresses me is how he has gone and has been able to collect those belts. What impresses me is how AJ has been able to lose, come back, regain his belts, and somehow make more money than he did in the first fight. Like those things I think are a bit more impressive and they're relevant to the sport. But come on now. like I said, this is like completely arbitrary. To me, this is an honorable mention at the beginning of a video at best. So I just think it's funny. Like I said, I actually respect the dude that titled that video that way. And like I said, he does live in another country. Maybe culturally it's seen differently. But here in the States, that's the kind of thing that makes a lot of fans, unless you're a fanboy of that boxer, it makes the fans say, this guy's overhyped. They have to use FIFA to try to give him credit instead of us talking, and don't get me wrong, AJ got his haters. AJ got his haters. There's people who definitely will not give him credit for the shit he does do in boxing. But I still don't think it's productive for us to like try to push any kind of narrative or any kind of, like we need to keep it real. Like I said, this is the honorable mention at the beginning of a video at best. What up, I buy houses? 1-2 kid. Hope I didn't miss anybody. But yeah, like I said, late night boxing talk will be at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. Jay Cotto is going to be revealing a new co-host for the show. I'm looking forward to that. And like I said, I'm going to keep reminding people, let the channels you support know that you support them. Now, don't get me wrong, watching the videos is very big support. But a lot of times we don't know that you're supporting us. And it really does help us to motivate us, especially for those of us who ain't making no money on YouTube. And I'm not speaking for myself. I think a lot of my subscribers are very good at letting me know that they support me. I'm talking about, like, I just watched a dude today. The dude has been putting in work. And I'm not gonna say his name just because I'm gonna be doing a spotlight on him in the not so distant future. But this dude has been putting in work. And there's a video from like 3 weeks ago that has 0 views. And then when I listen to him, this dude's calling it down the middle. This is like the kind of this is the kind of content that we need in the YTBC. And does he do edits? No, he doesn't do edits. But guess what? Everybody got their own style. Everybody got their own lane. His lane is he puts on the camera. You see his face. And he talks his boxing. And he keeps it fair. From what I've seen so far, he keeps it fair. And I told him, I was like, I see you putting in that work. Keep it up. Keep them coming. Welcome to the community. So, and I think it's important that we do that because, especially with these channels that are only a couple months old and they still haven't, the algorithm for whatever reason hasn't picked up on them yet, and they're not getting really any kind of views yet. We don't want to see these channels go away before they reach their potential. At least a chance to reach that potential. Because I'm gonna tell you, like, if you're putting up a video a day for 2 months and you're only getting 3 views, you got some videos that are getting 0 views. Eventually, you're gonna get to the point where you're saying, "What am I doing this for?" Like, I could talk boxing to myself on my own without spending time uploading and titling the video. So yeah, I'm gonna keep pushing that hard. Let them know. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Enjoy the fights this weekend. And and if you're interested, just as a side note, last night, Punch Drunk, he was in a mood. I don't know if it was the moonshine or what, but he was in a mood. He was in a singing mood. And everybody who joined that panel had to sing a song. Not a whole song, but a little something. I jumped on there, did a little Biz Markie. I was just playing around. But if you're interested, you can get on there and check it out. Glenn Avery also sang a little something. Mark from Unrivaled Boxing Talk and News sang a little something. Um, and there were some other guys that may or may not have channels. Maybe I'm just not that familiar with them. So that was pretty funny. And Punch Drunk just has good boxing talk. So you can watch the live just for that. But yeah, Punch Drunk Boxing. If you're not subscribed to him, like I find it hard to believe that you're watching me and you're not subscribed to him. But yeah, if you're interested, check that out. Soccer Training Club. Oh, Soccer Training Club. I saw your comment yesterday and I did subscribe. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get off because like I said, I got stuff I gotta take care of. But y'all take it easy, be safe, be blessed, peace.